Hello everybody. What I have here is the Columbia coin handler. So this is where we'll put all of our coins, obviously. I do not have the hopper tray available at the moment, maybe another time, but we'll dive into this here. First off, if this was powered on, you'd see some blinking lights going on here. Number one, this is our heartbeat. Just shows a power light when it has power to it, and it will blink steadily. There's a link activity light, it's just like a network activity. These two are X and Y lights. These will help in troubleshooting. These will each blink 12 times, up to 12 times, and there's a manual which tells you if this is blinking 3 times and this is blinking 8 times, it will correspond with the where to look for the issue, usually a jam or anything else like that. So we'll open this up. First off, down here is the input output chute, which when it's not ready to accept coins, it will be in the closed position. When it's ready to accept coins, this will flip out. There's a little punchy guy down there which will flip this lid open. Sometimes there is a piece in there that will break. It hasn't happened lately. It did happen when these were new, so you might see that where this door isn't opening. You might hear the noise, and it's just a little arm down there that's broken. You have to replace this whole assembly. Let me just do this, and you can see it's a whole assembly there. I'd have to take it off, but we'll do that maybe another time if needed. But all you need to know is coins come in here and they'll get dropped back down here in the chute. On the side here is the conveyor. So on the side here, if you can see it, there's just a single screw there. The coins will get inserted into the bottom here. They'll go up along this tray here and inserted into the validator. So to take this off, it just comes right out here. First, we'll need to unplug it though. Make sure your power is off down below or to the whole lane when you're servicing this. These are all keyed in. You can't put them in the wrong place unless you try very hard. So that screw here comes undone, and this comes off. If you just have a coin slot on the outside, that will really help. If you have the cup, hang on just a second here. This is a slot that will go in the plastics outside. So that makes sure people are inserting coins one at a time instead of reaching in and grabbing whatever is in their pockets, including lint and what other little crap they have in their pockets doesn't get down into the hopper. If you don't have this little chute, it's going to cause you more problems in the end. You get junk down in here. There's multiple screws here you can undo. We are just going to undo this one at the moment, just to show you. This is the coin validator. One thing you want to do here, you can see it on the camera. I got some junk here that can cause coins to not be, it's even a sticker really, but this will cause coins to be miscounted or just rejected. So you want to take your screwdriver or a knife, clean that out. If there is gunk built up here, you want to clean that as well. But that's good. That's what I get for working with the camera in my face. All right, there we go. We're getting the most of it there. That can start letting it not validate coins as it goes through this sensor here, and it will usually just reject coins. So if you're getting random rejections, you want to open that up and clean this out. This track, there's a motor in here. It's kind of weak, so sometimes it will jam up or just eventually quits. But this whole assembly is one part that you will replace from Toshiba. But obviously you want to make sure you can pull it with some force and it will go pretty smoothly. If you do take this off, you want to make sure it's down this way to lift up, and you'll see your track in there. I can go into details if anyone really needs me to. Put this aside for now. So this is where the validator sits. And it will get caught by this little hood here, and your coin will then slip into the carousel here. And take this cover off. So coin gets dropped in here one by one. And that coin door is open down here by default. But let's say it validates okay, it goes past here, and we'll start to go along the carousel here until its desired point, where these gates will open, allow the coin to get pushed into its desired hopper. What we see often here are coin jams, especially up here if there are coins stuck together that didn't get rejected by the validator. So usually, if you're lucky, you can pry them out with just a screwdriver. Sometimes they'll be caught underneath. You can do it like this. Sometimes they'll get caught underneath the feet or the arms here. And it's just a matter of taking them out. On rare occasions, you may need to undo these screws here and then realign these arms if they're really out of whack. Have seen them once or twice come off in the past 10 years. There's an opto sensor back here as well. If you're getting opto sensor errors, you'll make sure that's cleared out, or just replace it if need be. These are all the gates, and I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but I can pop those up and down a little bit. So sometimes those can get stickied up, so you may just need to pop them back and forth, clean them out a little bit. And like I said, that tells it what hopper to put in, what coin to put in what hopper. If you're testing this, if you want to test it with the cover off, this is a little, I can zoom in on it. You can make your contact here, and that gives it power, and that will start to run the carousel. So that'll come in handy if you do need to get into some involved troubleshooting. If you need to take out the circuit board and replace it for whatever reason, screw here. This power would come off here. You take off the opto sensor, and that's one more screw here in the center. So screw right there. You got one up front here, and in the back as well. So I think that's mostly it. Like I said, we mostly get, in a previous video I had, showed you how to take care of the hoppers. That's usually what we see. If it's not the hoppers, it can be the validator here needs cleaned up or replaced. It could be a Singulator jam. You need to check this. Make sure these tracks are running okay and it's clean, and that runs okay. And then we'll check up here for any any coins jammed up here. And like I said, rarely do these come out of place. It does happen. You just have to carefully keep track of the parts, because if you see how these are gapped. If there are 3 of these close together, it's going to cause jams. You're not going to see it right away because our jam these 3 could be back here, and it's going to take a few coins to show up, to show its face. So you want to make sure you're putting in a lot of different coins to test this out, to test it out thoroughly. So that's a good overview of it all. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.